In a quiet, bustling town nestled amidst green hills, there lived a young businessman named Shaan. His days were a whirlwind of meetings, projects, and constant demands from every direction. Driven by ambition and a relentless pursuit of success, Shaan often found himself feeling drained, caught in a perpetual race against time. Despite his professional accomplishments, Shaan felt that time was slipping through his fingers. His work consumed him, leaving little room for the simple joys of life. He was always rushing, never quite able to savor the present moment. One afternoon, while walking through a peaceful part of town, Shaan noticed an elderly man sitting serenely on a bench, his gaze calm and deep. This was Krishna, a wise soul known throughout the town for his profound understanding of life and time. Shaan, intrigued by the man's peaceful aura, approached him. "You seem at peace," Shaan remarked, noticing how time appeared to slow down around Krishna, even as the world moved briskly around them. Krishna smiled, his eyes twinkling with wisdom. "Time is like a river, my son. It flows endlessly, but it does not rush unless you chase it. Would you like to learn the true power of time?" Curious and intrigued, Shaan nodded. Krishna handed Shaan an old, intricately designed pocket watch. "This watch is not merely a timepiece. It is a tool, a reminder. Every time you look at it, remember, time is not something you possess. It is something you live with. And when you truly understand its nature, you will unlock its power." The watch was beautiful, with delicate engravings that seemed to shimmer with the light. Despite his skepticism, Shaan thanked Krishna and slipped the watch into his pocket. He didn't think much of it at the time, preoccupied with the busy days that lay ahead. Days passed, and Shaan continued his life of constant motion. He barely noticed the watch in his pocket, and when he did glance at it, he was reminded of his never-ending struggle against the clock. Time was always running out, and he felt the weight of it on his shoulders. One evening, after another exhausting day, Shaan found himself sitting on the same bench where he had met Krishna. The sun was setting, casting a soft, golden light over the quiet town. He pulled out the watch and studied it, now more intrigued than ever. As he gazed at the timepiece, something extraordinary happened. The world around him seemed to slow. The rustling leaves, the chirping birds, and even the distant chatter of people all faded into a gentle, serene silence. In that moment, Shaan realized that time hadn't stopped. It was his perception of it that had changed. For the first time in his life, Shaan felt present, truly present, in the moment. He understood. Time wasn't something to be fought against or controlled. It was something to be embraced, savored, and respected. Each moment, no matter how small, had the potential to be meaningful if he took the time to appreciate it. From that day forward, Shaan's approach to life changed. He began waking up earlier to savor the quiet of the morning. He learned to truly listen to those around him, not merely thinking about his next task, but engaging fully in the conversations. He found joy in the simple acts of living, taking a walk, enjoying a cup of tea, and being present in his relationships. As the weeks passed, Shaan's life blossomed. His work became more focused and inspired, his relationships deepened, and he felt a sense of fulfillment he had never known before. He no longer lived in the future or the past. Instead, he embraced the power of the present moment. Krishna's words echoed in his heart. Time flows with you, not against you. When you stop chasing it, you will discover how precious it truly is. Moral: time is not our enemy. It is a gift. When we stop fighting against its flow and learn to live in the present, we unlock its true power, and with it, the beauty of life itself. Let's learn some words from this story. Whirlwind. Meeting, a fast series of events. Example: his days were a whirlwind of meetings. Perpetual. Meaning, never-ending. Example: he was in a perpetual race against time. Serene. Meaning, calm and peaceful. Example: the man sat serenely on the bench. Aura. Meaning, a special atmosphere. Example: he was drawn to the man's peaceful aura. Intrigued. Meaning, very interested. Example: Shaan was intrigued by Krishna's wisdom. Twinkling. Meaning, shining with a flicker. Example: Krishna's eyes were twinkling with wisdom. Skepticism. Meaning, doubt. Example: Shaan took the watch despite his skepticism. Engravings. Meaning, carvings. Example: the watch had delicate engravings. Embraced. Meaning, accepted. Example: he embraced the power of the present moment. Subscribe to Fairy Tale Spell for more stories that inspire growth, mindfulness, and self-discovery. Let's create a world where everyone learns to celebrate their own light.